Okay, good morning. Today I'm going to take class 12 English Flamigo. The name of the chapter, The Last Lesson. The Last Lesson. Okay. Okay. This is the chapter 1, The Last Lesson. Let me explain. Before we started, let me describe about these writers or authors. Okay, about the authors. The name of the author is Alphonse Daudet. Okay, Daudet. He was born in 1840 and died in the year of 1879. He was a French novelist. Okay, he was a French novelist and short story writer. And the last lesson set in the days of French-Persian war, in which France was defeated by the Persia led by Bismarck. Persia then considered of what now are the nation of Germany, Poland and part of Australia. In this story, the French district of Alsace and Lorraine have passed into Persian hands. Read the story to find out what effect this had life. In this chapter, we are going to know about this French-Persian War in the year of 1870 and the 1871. At that time, the France was defeated by Persia, which is led by Bismarck. Okay. At that time, the Persia considered of what now are the nation of the Germany, Poland, and part of Australia. They are fighting, and they announced that all the districts should be with a Persian language, not in French. So let's start the chapter. I started for school very late that morning and was in a great dread of scolding, especially because M. Hummel had said that he would question us on participles. The author, he was very afraid to his master or headmaster who was scolding him. That's why he was very afraid, and that day he went to the school very late. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. It was so warm, so bright. The birds were chirping at the edge of the woods and in the open field back of the sawmill. The Persian soldiers were drilling. The author thought he intentionally go to the other side, not in a school way, but from On the way, he felt very hot and warm because of he back to the school door. Okay, he back to the school way of the school. At that time, he found the chirping of the bird in the tree of the woods. Branch of the wood here means the branch of the tree. Okay, branch of the wood in the middle of the, okay, chirping is of the wood means and let's see the chirping of the woods, and in the open field back of the sawmill the Persian soldiers were drilling. At that time, what he found, he saw a drilling of Persian soldier. Now it was all much more tempting than the rule for participants, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to the school. But what he was all much more Persian soldier and drilling. Okay, he tempting than the rule for participant, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to the school. What it will going? The M. Hamel tried to be participate to the author, whose name is Alphonse. Okay, Alphonse Daudet. Okay. The H. Hamel tried to be participate to Alphonse Daudet, but he didn't want to participate at anything at the school. He resist and hurry off to the school. Who? The author Alphonse Daudet. Okay. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all the bad news had come from there. The lost battle, the draft, the order of the commanding officer. And I thought myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? What he saw there? He saw there a crowded in near where? Near the news board or bulletin board. In for 2 past year, in all the bad news had come from there in the board, and the loss of battle, the draft, the order of the commanding officer. And I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter? The author think, what is the matter? Why they are crowded there? Okay, let's see the next. Then as I hurry by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there. Here you found a new word, blacksmith. Whom you call blacksmith? Blacksmith means lohar. Blacksmith here means a lohar. Okay, lohar. In Hindi you say lohar. Okay, watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin, call after me, don't go fast, book, you will get to your school in plenty of them. The person who are a blacksmith standing with his apprentice and said to the author, don't go fast, book, you will get plenty of time. At that time, the author thought, what is he making me a fun? And reach H. Hamel little garden all out of bread. After that, he reached there at the little Hamel garden. Usually, when the school began, there was a great bustle. Usually, in normal time, when he get to school, there was a many crowded or many bustle. But that morning, what the offense author found there, it was very silent. Usually, the opening and the closing of desks, lesson repeated in unison very loud with our hand over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table. But now it was so still. I had counted on the commotion to get to my desk without being seen. But of course, that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. After he get to school, what he found there, the opening and the closing of desks repeatedly in unionism means same, similar, as well as very loud with our hand, our ear to understand better, and the teacher great ruler rapping on the table. And normally they found the teacher rule over the student and rapping the table, but that day they didn't find anything like this. But now it was all too still. At that time, it was a same, similar. Okay. I had counted on the commotion to get my desk without being seen, but of course that day everything had to be quiet Sunday morning, like a Sunday morning. But he tried to counted his accommodation to get desk, but at that morning what he found it is that day everything like quiet as Sunday morning. What is the reason? Let's see. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their place, and H. Hamel walking up and down in terrible iron ruler under his arm. At that day, when Outer saw from outside by window, what he found his friend already in their place, but M. Hamel, who is the headmaster of that school, walking upside down and terrible iron, he hold a terrible one iron ruler in his arm. I had to open the door and go before everybody. After that, by watching window, after a few minutes, he entered his class. He was entered the class. At that time, what the reaction of that author? Let's see. You can imagine how I blushed. H. Hamel saw me and said very kindly, Go to your place quickly, little friends. We were beginning without you. What the H. Hamel say? Here you found blushed. The author become blushed. Here blush means pink. Your face turn pink. Okay. That is called what? Blushed. Okay. And at that time, when the author entered to the class, before the student, front of the student, what he faced, his face was became what? Blushed. And he saw the HML, but HML saying nothing, but he is saying, HML says, saw him and said, very kindly go to your place and sit. What? Quickly, little friends, we were beginning without you. What the friends HML saying? He is saying to the author, go little friends, take quietly and begin. We were beginning without you. I jumped up over the bench and sat down at my desk. Who jumped up? The author, Alphonse Daudet. Okay, Daudet. He jumped up the bench, jumped over the bench and down at desk. Not till then, when I had got a little over my fright, did I see that our teacher had on beautiful green coat, his frill. At that time, after jumping and take the decks, he saw a teacher. Not till then, when he saw his teacher that had a beautiful green coat, his frill green t-shirt, frill shirt and the little black silk cap, all embroidered, that he never wore except on inspection or prize days. When he saw that the teacher, who is normally not wear that formal, but that day they wear a formal dress like shirt and black silk cap and that embroidery, that he never wore except that prize days or inspection days. Let's see. Beside the whole school seemed so strange and solemn. Here you see solemn. New word? Serious. What he found here? They found here a very serious. See here, what's meaning? This is the word meaning. Okay, the word meaning. Okay. Blushed, face turned pink, solemn seriously. Okay, see here. At that time, what the author found, everyone has a serious mood. Okay, everyone have very serious mood, and then let's see. But the things that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty, the village people sitting quietly like ourselves. Old Hausler with his three corner had the former mayor, the former postmaster, and several others besides. Everybody looked sad, and Hauser brought an old premier thumb at it, and he held it open on his knee with his great spectacles lying across pages. What the author found after his sitting the things, everyone was very serious, and all are sitting quietly in the back benches. Usually in other time there was no one, everyone in front, but that day all the villagers sitting at the back benches. What is the reason? Let's see. While I was wondering about it all, M. Hummel mounted his chair, and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me, said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the school of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last translation. I want to be very attentive." After a minute, what H. Hummel told to the author? Hummel told, and after turning his chair, he told to the author, "My children, this is the last lesson. What you have to be learned today only, and tomorrow the order has already come from where? From Berlin to teach what? Only German in the school. At that time, the German all are come to all the states should be teach only German, not in French. So that is the reason they are very silent and sad mood. So let's see. The H. Hummel explained to the author about this. So, dear children, this is the last lesson of French. You have to be learned from tomorrow onwards. There is a new teacher who is come from German. This is your last French lesson, and told to the author H. Hummel, this is your last lesson. I want you to be very attentive. What he want? He want to be a very attentive. What a thunderclap this words were to me. Oh, the richest. Okay, the richest that was they had put up at the town. Here you see the word riches. Okay. Again, new word. Riches means unfortunate. That was a day for H. Hummel or all the district and all the villagers or the student. It was a what? A unfortunate day. They had put up at the top of the hill. They have to be put at top of the hill. Let's see. My last translation. Why I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn more. I must stop there then. Oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lesson, for seeking bird's age or going sliding on the Ncert. My book that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago, so heavy to carry, my grammar and my history of Spain were old friends now that I couldn't give up. And Hamel too. The idea that he was going away, that I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. What the author saying? Okay. What the author saying that he feel very sorry because he didn't learn about French language, in a proper way. That is why he's saying he feel very sorry, and that day was the last day to what? That day was the last day to what? To meet all the friends and to all the villagers and their Hamel also. So he feel very sorry, and and then even he not learn much about grammar or history of the Seine, where old friend now couldn't be give up Hamel to idea that, and he prays to the Hamel, and he feel regret, never see him again. He feel like that. Who? The author. Okay, the author feel that he will never meet it again. Made me forgot all about his ruler and cranky he was, poor man. It was in hours of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday cloth, and now I understood what he felt. He felt it was the last day of his school of French. From tomorrow onwards, they will learn about German, not in French. Why the old men of the villager were sitting there in the back of the room? It was because they were sorry too that they had not gone to the school. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. And at that day, what they felt what? They felt very sorry, and that day everyone was villagers, all are sitting in the back side because they are very sorry. They are very sorry too. And that day was the day to thanking the master, whom? The Hamel, okay, for the 40 years of his service, for the faithful service of his country. And that day they gave him a respectful, and there is no more, because from tomorrow onwards the new teacher will be come from German. So thank you student for today, this much. We will complete tomorrow this chapter. For today I kept this onwards.